Yeah, so it began in 2014 in a one bedroom apartment. My wife and I lived in right after we got married, and like that's where we were. That's where I had the space, and that's where the first mattresses came in. So we were in that apartment for about a year, and at one point we had 17 king size mattresses
Wait, hold on. Where are you putting the mattresses, Derek? Where do
everywhere,
they go?
everywhere. So they were in the hallway. They took up about 60% of the living room. They were just stacked up like a bookcase on the far end. They were in whatever you might call the kitchen and the dining room. Because we had so little space at one point, we had to like sleep three mattresses tall just to like so there was some space. And then I would have to take those off, and I got down to like actually testing on the baseline mattress level, just one mattress. So by the time we were sleeping three mattresses tall, almost hitting our heads on the ceiling fans, like, okay, I think that it's probably time to get a little bit more space. And we were able to get into our first house at that point, which became sort of the next sort of testing studio. And so we had a house that was about, I think, 2,200 square feet, a little more than twice the size of our apartment. But same thing, I turned basically the dining room and foyer into just a mattress warehouse, just lined them up like a bookcase. I think at that house we peaked at around, I want to say like 47 mattresses. And then kind of fast forward to our final location, our third location where we're at right now, which is it's a house with a guest house on the back, and it has like a detached garage. And so we use the detached garage for mattress storage. And then where I'm at right now is the guest house. So we have basically a studio here, some office space, some storage space. And so this is where we do all of our testing, photography, videography, and everything else to run the company.
Yeah, I could just picture my partner's patience running thin on just like the whole
Oh,
house is being filled with mattresses. Like,
yeah.
Dalton, when are you going to figure this out, Dalton? Like, we
Yeah.
can't
My,
we
my
can't
wife
become we
is
start eating mattresses at that point.
My wife
Like a
is
mattress
very,
farmer.
very patient and long suffering, and has been there on the journey with me. So she's been amazing the entire time. But both her and I were very much ready to have a sort of a dedicated space where we can. This is the space we work and we test and we have all of our mattresses. But then our house can just be a house. So I think that's been really nice for both of us.
That is, yeah. Question about the mattresses. So when you review the mattress and when the review is completed, you do your analysis. The mattresses are pretty big. So like after the review is over with, what do you do? Do you just put it to the side somewhere like a bookmark, but it's like a big bed? Or how does that work?
Uh, it depends on the mattress. So if it's a super popular model, we try to hang on to those in case we need to ever go back and do a follow up test, or we want to do something different in terms of video or photos or retest. But other than that, we try to let the mattresses go. So we have a local charity here in Phoenix, Arizona that we support. So we're able to get basically everything that we test gets over to them with time.
That's awesome. It's pretty much like a brand new mattress. Maybe a little worn with the new device that you have, the roller thing that you were talking about.
Yeah,
But
yeah. But
the
yeah,
I
we
guess you
try to
could
keep them.
also go ahead. Sorry.
We try to keep them in as sort of as good, sort of as like new as we possibly can. And anything that's not like, basically at that level, then we're just gonna, trash or recycle. But otherwise, I don't want to just completely destroy mattresses if I can avoid it, and try to send them off to a good home.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was just thinking for the mattresses that you said were popular, you would maybe hold on to them. Maybe if you were thinking if you were going to get some additional testing equipment, and then from there be able to retest.
Yeah, exactly. So the I didn't exactly know what I was holding on to them for. I've been basically holding on to kind of
You
all of the
just
sort
you
of
just love mattresses.
the pantheon of mattresses, if you will, for about 5 years since we got moved in over here. But I've been holding on to them for really this durability machine. So we just got this thing sort of up and running, or nearly up and running. I've got kind of the first test going now. Basically, it's a big sort of rolling pin that rolls back and forth over a mattress. It's part of like the standard mattress durability test that sort of all major mattress manufacturers use. And so we've got one of those machines now. So we're going to be able to test to measure for things like how much does the mattress soften over time? How much does the mattress sag over time? How much like height does it lose over time? The types of things that are really important to understand, like, is this thing still comfortable and supportive after 10 years? And so we're able to basically do that 10 years of sort of experience in about 5 days. And so the goal is to basically run kind of everything in the warehouse through that machine, so that all the most popular models will have really good durability data and longevity data. And so just one more level of just quantifiable data driven information that we can provide, that we can say, okay, well, here's how this performs. Also, here's how long this lasts. And here's what you can expect it to look like and perform like at the end of 10 years.
I was just thinking, you've got all this sophisticated testing, you've got the nap light. It could just be a front that you're a really big sleepover guy. Like you just love sleepovers. So you have all these mattresses just waiting for the big sleepover. You have 80 people over. Just mattresses
the
in the
ultimate
front
slumber
yard.
party.